We all know that table tennis is very stressful. But in fact, in '85, when I finished university, I proved that table tennis is the most stressful sport on earth. At least with all the sports we tested, like collective sports, soccer, football, handball, basketball, or tennis, squash, badminton, even fencing, which is very aggressive. And I prove it using what we call the stress wave, or in French is variation contingente négative, so in English should be negative contingent variation. And it's a wave that I use in medical psychology to test the attention and the psychology of a person. And you can prove if the person is depressed, is schizophrenic, or etc., etc. And why it's the most stressful sport? It's because here there are so many parameters. Ball is turning, quantity of spin, the direction, what your opponent will do, how fast it will react, how to control for the next ball, how to place yourself, how to change the angle of the racket, play back and forehand, and all of kind of stuff. And when your brain is not under stress, it can do about 6 or 7 things in the same time. And if you are really stressed, it will be maximum 3 stuff. So that's why it's very important to control it. And what is very difficult, you cannot be relaxed and you cannot be over hyperactive. You need to balance, you need to be really fast on the legs, focus, really focus with the mind, and relax with your arm. That's all the stuff that make the process complex. And in fact, without knowing it, many table tennis players are very good stress master or stress manager. But they will be able to explain you how really it works. I recently spoke with Peter Carlson and Jean-Michel Seif about that. They say, we do it naturally. We know that you need to breathe, you know that you have to focus, you know that we have to be relaxed and so on. But in fact, it's based, here in table tennis or in your life, it's based on 3 factors. It's what I call the Holy Trilogy. So first is the physiology. Second is how you make your mind, your brain working. Third is the technique, the stroke, the move you want to master. So, about physiology first. For instance, the first time I saw a kid called hyperactive. I don't know, my accent is not very good. You know, this kind of kids you cannot control, he's moving a lot and difficult to concentrate, to focus, and so on. So now, we are almost sure that it comes to a bad nutrition, too much junk food, too much prepared food, because in everything prepared or the bad quality, which is not organic, you have too much glutamate. And glutamate is a part of your the nerve cells, neurotransmitter. So, and it provokes more excitation, yeah, I guess. So that's a fact. So it can play a role. Also, guys or athletes who are using steroids, it's not legal, I know, but they are much more irritable, much more susceptible. Difficult to tell him something directly, something like that. So it's very important that you learn, that you have a minimum with that. So that's the first part. Second, the way of you are thinking that you have to go to PNL, NLP in English, neuro-linguistic programmation. You have to know how to think, and I will give you some example later. Third, it's about the stroke. So if you are 9-9 and you have the serve, it's better than to have your wrist and your arm smooth. And also, because you need to give the best shot. So, that's why you have first to practice the move. You cannot think that just by mental training you will solve all the problem. For instance, give you an example. You want to make a long and fast serve, like that. You know, very good quality. See, you need practice. For instance. Like so. Okay, that's better. Oh, you see, if you miss too much, if you make this kind of exercise, you will practice, and then when you feel that it's good, then you make a test. Like in the school, take 20 balls, and you have to put at least 16. At least. I know that in past time, Gatien, when he was making his long serve cross over the table, at 1919 or 2021, he was sure of his ball. Because in the practice he could put 18, minimum. 18. In the small circle like that. So it was close to perfect. It will help.